Okay, the African Urban Forum is underway in Addis Ababa, and it's in its second day, especially just being celebrated here in our capital, Addis Ababa. And different representatives from different African countries have come to Ethiopia, and they are witnessing actually how the urban process, especially in Africa, is going on. And as I told you yesterday, especially while the representatives were visiting the corridor development, especially Mexico to Bole route, they were saying that Addis Ababa particularly is in its progress, especially in the last 4 and 5 years, and particularly this year in relation to the corridor development. The capital of Ethiopia and African headquarter, Addis Ababa, is in a very new image. And that definitely signifies how the Ethiopian people are trying their best, especially if we all are united. Actually, nothing is impossible, and that was absolutely remarked by the Prime Minister of the Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, and the Mayor of Addis Ababa City, Addis Ababa. And today, the representatives of African countries are visiting different routes here in the capital, Addis Ababa. This morning, they were visiting the Unity Park, and now they are here entering the Arat Kilo Palace, which is absolutely very significant in heralding the mega projects in the country, particularly in Addis Ababa, because this park around here, Ratikilo, signifies how the current Ethiopian status quo is improving from time to time. And that definitely paved the way to the opening of different corridor developments in the city in the first phase especially. And particularly now we are going directly to the second phase of the corridor developments in Addis Ababa. And beyond that, these corridor developments are being expanded to different regional cities as well. So the progress here in our country is remarked by the visitors. And previously, they were absolutely expressing their delight and surprise about what they are looking here in Ethiopia too, because I was to definitely have what they say about Addis Ababa and their expectations about Ethiopia as well, because there may be different expectations about the country before they definitely landed here, and now they are witnessing how the country is going deep into the progress, especially. So I'm going to show you another round of their visit. Stay with of my program, dear viewers of Addis Media Network, at this top program.
My name is Diedone Dukundane. I'm the Minister for Infrastructure, Equipment and Social Housing from the Republic of Burundi. I'm quite excited to be here in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. We are attending this Africa Urban Forum, where all ministers from the continent have met to discuss on how we can move this continental agenda in the sectors of urbanization. My country, Burundi, is also doing a lot, and here we were excited to visit these parks, and it is quite encouraging to see how urbanization cope with history, cope with preserving the environment. And my call is for all investors to also come and visit my country, Burundi. We are moving ahead in initiatives like this one, and it is quite to see that from Addis Ababa you can reach every corner of the continent. So please, you are most welcome.
My name is Famara Kuyate.
Okay, where are you from?
From the Gambia. No, I'm a residence diplomat.
Okay,
yes, exactly.
Here.
Yes,
so
exactly.
How long did you live here?
It's 3 years, 7 months.
Okay, so
yes,
that
exactly.
means you know Ethiopia.
I have
well.
a fair idea about Ethiopia, yes.
So I think you have a good experience of Ethiopia's progress, especially Addis Ababa, before 2 or 3 years, and now. How do you assess the differences?
It's remarkable. It's progressing rapidly and unique. Yes, really, and it's appreciated. The fact that it is a diplomatic city of Africa,
yep.
This is highly commendable. Yeah, the government is doing great. We commend you for the initiative. Yeah?
Good. I think you are in the Africa Urban Forum, right? So
exactly.
In this regard, how do you assess the Addis Ababa's urbanization progress and process?
It is moving in the right directions and in line with Agenda 23 aspirations. And this is what in fact, the city tour especially is an experience gathering moment that will help the participant to learn unique developmental agenda and aspirations of the government. And this is what we need, to learn from each other, to see what you can replicate that is feasible in our own context, in our own development context, because we are uniquely different in many areas in terms of our capacity, in terms of our unique landscaping, in terms of our resources. So it is a learning opportunity to learn and also to replicate or to adapt what is feasible in our own different contexts. Thank you.
Do you feel that Ethiopia and your country is the same, or there is some difference?
There are some semblances, or there are some areas where we are similar. I was when I was working, I was telling one of our colleagues there is this the Gambia almost we start the same rainy season. Rainy season starts almost the same time and ends the same time. Except last year, I think rainy season was almost nearly starts in March, but I don't see the trend. So normally it starts in June, and in November it's almost the same in the Gambia. Our landscaping is different because Gambia is a low land. It's also unique features of fauna and flora. And then we have sea and then Atlantic Ocean. It's opens like as the mouthpiece of the Gambia is the Atlantic Ocean, and then that makes it also Gambia unique.
Okay, our capital, Addis Ababa, as I told you a little earlier, has been very significantly progressing well, especially in the last 1 year, and that has been absolutely reflected by the representatives from who are now here attending the Africa Urban Forum in Addis Ababa, the Adwa Victory Memorial Museum. Today especially has been very, very fantastic, because the African representatives have had the chance just to look into different progresses in Ethiopia, particularly in relation to what's going on here in the capital Addis Ababa. Everything is very, very astonishing. It's going to be a very good lesson, especially for the other projects which Ethiopia is going to open up elsewhere in different regional cities and perhaps here in the capital too. So, especially this noon, they've been watching and they have been visiting every aspect that Ethiopia is quite recently proud of. That by itself is a good lesson. So today is a movement from place to place to show you around what's going on here and simply giving you what the representatives or the diplomats from African countries feel about the country, and particularly has been our way. So now it's going to be finalized here because of the time. In another program of Addis Tour program, I'm going to show you another events, another particular things that go on in our country and Addis Ababa as well. So for the time being, I definitely thank you for watching our program, dear viewers of Addis Tour program.